Hello, it's Michelle here. Today I've got a chair-based sun salutation sequence for you. So it's a series of really simple movements designed to get the body kind of warmed up. It's usually done in the morning, so warming up the muscles, warming up the joints, and getting you ready for the day. So what I'm going to do is demonstrate from the sideways first, because I think it's easiest for you to see what my body's doing from that position. So I'll do it first sideways, and then I'll turn my chair to the front, and I'm going to do the second demonstration facing you. When I do the second demonstration, I'll also give you some prompts around your breath and when to breathe in and when to breathe out, and linking it up with the movements we're doing. But the breath stuff is optional, so if you just want to leave your breathing, you know, to how it happens naturally when you're doing the movements, that's fine. So yeah, if you choose to use the breath with it, great, but if not, no problem. So I need to say thanks to Richard Kravitz. So he's come up with this yoga sequence. He's from the Special Yoga Centre in London. So thank you to him. And yeah, if you're feeling great today, feeling good, that's brilliant. If anything doesn't feel quite right when you're doing it, maybe stop for that one and join in, you know, when you can, or just give it a rest and come back to it another time when you're feeling a bit better. And just, you know, adapt the movements as we do it for your body. So if something doesn't feel quite right, then you know, move somewhere to make your body feel a bit better, and then stick there. So it's very important that you listen to your body and what it's telling you. So let's get started. So yeah, so we'll start round to the side here. Right, so get in a nice comfortable position on your chair. So you don't want to kind of be slouched to the back like that. So you want to come forward a bit in your chair. Sit up nice and tall. I've got my knees straight out in front, and can you see my feet are underneath my knees like that? So sit up nice and tall. I'm going to roll the shoulders back, okay? And then we can bring our hands in front of you, so hands to your heart there. So this is mountain pose. So this is the first pose that we're going to be doing. So sitting nice and tall. So lifting up through the heart, rolling the shoulders back, lengthening through the head, and this is the first pose. Okay, so next we're going to stretch our hands up, so shoot them up towards the ceiling, towards the sky, so have a nice stretch upwards there. Okay, and now nice and slowly and gently, you're going to bring your hands down. You can bring them onto your legs, and then you can kind of trace your hands down your legs, and we're gently, gently folding forward. Okay, so you might want to stop here. If that's good for you there, that's fine. You might want to go a little bit further, like that. Or you might want your hands on your feet. So wherever feels best for your body, and stick with that. So I'll demonstrate from here, and you can let your head hang down here. Okay, and now nice and slowly, as slow as you can, like you're in slow motion, we're going to roll up. So we roll up through the spine first, then come the shoulders, and then lastly comes the head. Okay. So next we're going to bring the arms up, so nice straight arms. We'll lengthen the arms as straight as you can. Stretch up towards the ceiling, and then we're going to bring up the left knee. So how high can you bring up your knee? And then pop the knee back down onto the floor, and then bring your hands down to your centre. And then next we're going to push forward with the hands. So breathing your belly button to your spine, so we're using the tummy muscles there, and push forward, and we're folding from the hips. Okay, and you don't need to go really, really far, you know, wherever feels good. So pushing forward there. Okay, and then we're going to come back to sitting, so pop your hands on your knees, back to sitting there. Okay, so the next movement, we're going to bring the hands behind the back so you can touch the back of the chair. You're going to slightly arch the back and your heart comes forward and you're looking up towards the top of the wall. Okay, and then come back. Here we go to the kind of central pose. So next we're going to lengthen out those legs. Okay, so I've got my heels digging into the floor. So if you can do that, great, but if you want your knees bent slightly, that's fine. So whatever feels good for your body. And then also we're going to lengthen up with the arms as well. So we've got a nice stretch from the toes to the fingers. So feel that lovely stretch in the legs, up through the fingertips. Now we're going to bring the heels back. Okay, keep your hands up if you can, and then we're going to bring up the other knee. So the right knee now comes up, so see how high you can get your right knee. And then let that knee go back down so your foot comes onto the floor. And then we're going to bring the hands down, so onto the legs. And again, we're going to fold forward again, so let your hands kind of brush down, smooth down your legs. And again, come to wherever feels good for you. So that might be resting on your knees with your elbows and letting your head hang here. You might be able to come a little bit further. And just take a couple of breaths here. Okay, and now we're going to nice and slowly press through your feet. And gently, as if you're in slow motion again, roll up. Roll up through the spine. The last thing to come up is the shoulders and the head. Okay. And then bring your hands to your heart. So we're just doing the last movement here. So bring your hands to the heart. Okay, so again, press through your feet. And then shoot the hands up towards the sky again. Stretch through those arms and then bring them back to the heart. Okay, so there we go. So that was one round of the sun salutations. So if you can, obviously you can leave it there if you want to, but if you are up for it, I'm going to do it again. So facing forwards, and I'll just give you some prompts on the breath. So once you've got the routine, you can link together as many of them as you want, so you could do a few rounds if you feel up to that. So again, we're going to start sitting nice and tall, so feet flat on the floor, out in front of you. I've got my feet underneath my knees. I'm sat fully on the chair. I'm bringing my heart up, rolling those shoulders back and lengthening through the head. So there we go, nice strong mountain pose. So imagine you're a big sturdy mountain standing tall on the ground. Okay, so next we're going to shoot the hands up, and you could take a breath in as you shoot the hands up, and then as you breathe out you can bring the hands back down, and we're bringing them onto the knees. So you can take another breath here. And then as you breathe out again, you can let your hands kind of fall down your legs to wherever feels good for you. You might want to kind of hang out here with your elbows onto your knees and let your head hang down. Or you might go a little bit further. Okay, and we'll have a couple of breaths here. So think of that nice curved shape of your back, all the way from your head, your neck, down to the bottom of your back. Okay, so now you can take a nice breath in, and as you breathe out, press through your feet and nice and slowly, nice and gently roll up. And the last thing to come up is your shoulders and your head. Okay, good. So now we're going to bring the arms up, So you can breathe in as you bring the arms up, and then lift up that left knee as well. And then breathe out, that knee can go back down. Take another breath in. And as you breathe out, we're going to push the hands forward. So the hands come down and hinge from the hips. So we're folding forward and breathe out. That's it, lovely. And then come back to the kind of neutral central position. Okay, so now we're going to bring the hands behind the body here. So raise the heart, so the heart comes up. You've got a slight arch in your back, looking up towards the top of the wall. You can take a nice breath in here. And then let it all go. Come back to your hands on your knees. You can take another breath in. And then lengthen out the legs. So I've got the heels digging into the floor as you breathe out. And bring the hands up. And then again, as you breathe out, you can bring your knees up. And then a nice breath in, bring that right knee up. And then let that knee go back to the floor. And then we're going to let the hands come back down so you can have your breath as normal here. As your hands back onto your legs, and take a breath here. And then we're going to fold forward once more, so just let the hands fall down the legs, either coming to rest on your knees or going down a little bit further. Okay. And then we'll have 2 breaths here. And then you can take a nice breath in, press through the feet, and then breathe out, and we'll slowly roll up. Nice and slow, like you're in slow motion. And last thing to come up is the shoulders and the head. Okay, and take a breath there. And then we're going to bring your hands to your heart centre. Okay, we're going to breathe in once more, so shoot the hands up towards the sky. And then breathe out as the hands come back down to the heart. Okay, and there we have it. So we did 2 whole sun salutations there, one from the side and one from the front. So yeah, I hope you got that. I hope that was all clear, and you know, feel free to practice that any time that you want to. But yeah, thanks for joining in, and I'll see you again soon. Okay, bye bye.